can't deny it, but I think that humanity gets a chance every once in a while and we all win. It's not always about making money, right? It's about saving a life or just enhancing someone's life. So, you know, and I'm not so altruistic, but I like doing this. You know, I take having fun seriously too. And I do believe that everyone deserves a chance to do something right for themselves, but every once in a while, you can help someone else. Someone else have a question? Yes?
So thanks a lot for coming here. Very inspiring. I wanted to know, do you have any insights or visions in the future, in the next 15 years, 10 years? What do you feel about this? Like, how do you see this unfolding, this revolution I talked about?
I think that we have to ask our kids about that. I think that it's, you know, our future is sort of not always in, I don't think we can control everything. I don't know about 50 years, I didn't even know 10 years. I mean, but I do give us credit for stuff. I think that that we all can affect change. And the nice thing, as the Clash once said, the future is unwritten. But, you know, life to me is like a series of connected dots. It's the order which you connect them in that affects you the most. But I've been through some really shitty times too, not just good stuff. In fact, the last 2 years have been really miserable at times. But I believe that tomorrow can be a better day. It may not be, but it can be. And I believe that if you actually give yourself hope, you have hope. And that if you somehow let yourself go, I mean, if I had time, and I don't have it now, I mean, I can tell you, I mean, life lessons of an entrepreneur, it's kind of crazy, but I just believe in stuff blindly. I believe in passion. You know, when I start companies, you know what I do? I don't hire people with experience. I hire people who don't know they can't do something. Because it turns out if you don't know you can't do something, anything is possible. You know, when we started Vonage, we made it a point not to hire anyone with telecom experience. Why? Because there's so many people who told me when I was crazy, I couldn't do what I wanted to do. So I was tired of that, so I hired people who didn't know they couldn't do it. And all of a sudden, we made magic happen. So, you know, I kind of believe that the human spirit is pretty freaking amazing. And if you give yourself a chance to explore stuff, you're unbounded in terms of what you can do. I also believe when I invest in companies, I never invest in companies that have business plans or business models. Why? Because most people who go to university these days, never really work in the profession to get a major in. Because when you're 17, 18, 19 years old, how the fuck do you know what you want to do for the rest of your life? Most people go through transformations where they finally figure things out and figure out what they're good for. And that's what they do, because this is what they figure out. Most successful companies in the world are not successful doing the thing they set out to do. But they figure out what's there for them. And so when I invest in companies, and I really invest people first, it comes into how they feel, what their energy is, and what they're trying to do. If I understand it, and that's where I go. But you know, at the end of the day, I also believe that everyone here in this room has superpowers. I do. You know, some people are born child prodigies. They could dance, they could sing, they could be concert violinists, and some people have on stage as rock stars have a presence. But when you discover the thing that you're good at, you shine in it, and it radiates around you, and people know that. And that I think that when you can figure out what you're good at, and you can align your passions with the work you're doing, you're unstoppable. And hopefully enough people will be working together to affect change for the future so that the future is good too. But I can't predict the future, but I feel positive, I don't feel negative. I like to believe that tomorrow and every tomorrow will be a better day. Guys, thanks a lot. Oh, thanks a lot. I want to go.